My beloved child, don't skip, because what you're about to witness is a moment so powerful, so unbelievable, that people around the world could only watch in silence. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. It all began on a quiet evening when a crowd gathered, unaware that one single act was about to redefine the meaning of courage. A young boy stepped forward, trembling but determined, as if the weight of the entire world rested on his shoulders. No one knew what he was about to do. No one expected what was coming. Every heartbeat felt louder than the last. Don't skip, because this is where everything changes. The air froze. The crowd leaned in. Something unbelievable was about to unfold, and everyone sensed it without knowing why. But listen closely, don't skip, because the twist you're about to hear left even the strongest speechless. As the boy moved ahead, a powerful challenge stood before him, one that adults twice his size refused to face. Yet he didn't turn back. He didn't flinch. Instead, he whispered something under his breath, something no one around him could hear, but everyone felt. And then, with a bravery that didn't match his age, he stepped into the moment that would shock the entire gathering. People's mouths fell open. Some even froze, unable to blink. Stay till the end, because what he did next wasn't just courage, it was something beyond imagination. Something that comes once in a lifetime. And now, my beloved child, don't skip, because here comes the part that shook the world. When he finally completed what everyone thought was impossible, the entire crowd went silent, completely, utterly silent. No cheering. No clapping. Just stunned faces trying to understand how someone so young could carry such a massive heart. Something huge is waiting for you, because this story is not just about courage, it's a reminder of what lives inside you too. The moment he looked up, tears filled the eyes of those watching. And in that silence, everyone realized, real courage doesn't make noise, it makes history. A fresh voice rises again, my beloved child, don't skip, because what happens next will make you question everything you thought you knew about bravery. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. The moment after the crowd fell silent, a quiet tension spread in the air. The boy stood there, still trembling, but now there was a spark in his eyes, like he had unlocked a strength he didn't even know existed. People expected him to stop, to step back, to rest after what he had already done, but instead, he took another step forward. A step that made everyone gasp. This wasn't over. Not even close. And if you're watching this right now, don't skip, because the next few seconds reveal a truth so shocking that even the cameras couldn't believe what they recorded. Then came the moment, unexpected, unstoppable, unforgettable. He didn't wait for applause. He didn't crave attention. He just kept going, as if guided by something bigger, something unseen. And that's when the whispers started spreading through the crowd. How is he still standing? What gives him this kind of courage? But the boy wasn't listening. His mind was locked onto a purpose that no one else could understand. My beloved child, stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. And before the world knew it, he attempted something even adults wouldn't dare dream of. The shockwave of that moment spread instantly, people covered their mouths, some stepped back, some even reached for their phones to record history unfolding right in front of them. And before I continue, don't skip, and listen closely. If this story touched your heart even a little, make sure you share this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe so more people can witness courage like this. Stay till the end, because we're not done yet. The biggest revelation is still ahead. The boy's next decision didn't just surprise the crowd, it changed the entire direction of the story. Something huge is waiting for you, and when you hear it, you will understand why the world went speechless. My beloved child, don't skip, because now we enter the moment that shook every soul standing there. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. Just when everyone thought the boy had reached his limit, he paused, only for a breath, a single heartbeat. And in that tiny moment, the atmosphere around him shifted completely. The silence became heavier, the tension sharper, as if the world itself was waiting for his next move. People leaned forward, eyes wide, afraid to blink and miss even a fraction of what was coming. And then, he lifted his head. What they saw in his eyes wasn't fear, wasn't doubt, it was a fire, a purpose, something so rare that even grown men froze in disbelief. Don't skip, because the next few seconds changed everything. With a sudden burst of determination, the boy stepped into the most dangerous part of the challenge, something no one believed he could conquer. His hands trembled, his breath tightened, but he didn't stop. Not even for a second. This was no longer about impressing a crowd. This was something deeper, something personal. The audience watched, stunned, as he began doing the impossible piece by piece. Whispers filled the air, "He can't do this, it's too much, someone should stop him," but the boy continued, each step louder than any applause. Stay till the end, because what he proves next isn't just courage, it's a message the whole world needed. And then came the moment that left everyone breathless. As he approached the final step, something unexpected happened, an obstacle no one saw coming, something that could have ended everything in an instant. The crowd gasped, some even stepped back, hearts racing as they waited to see what he would do. But the boy didn't freeze. He didn't run. Instead, he drew a deep breath, and faced it head-on. My beloved child, don't skip, something huge is waiting for you. And trust me, the biggest shock of this entire story is about to unfold in the next part. My beloved child, don't skip, because now we step into the moment that left even the bravest speechless. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. As the boy stood before the final obstacle, the entire place felt like it had stopped breathing. Every eye was locked on him. Every heartbeat in the crowd synced with his. He looked so small, yet in that instant, he carried the strength of someone far beyond his years. And then, without warning, everything around him shifted. A sudden noise, a sudden movement, a sudden twist that caught everyone off guard. People flinched. Some even cried out. But the boy? He didn't hesitate. Not even for a second. He stepped forward with a courage so pure it stunned the entire gathering. Don't skip, because what he did next shocked everyone. Instead of backing away, he moved closer to the danger, closer to the moment that would define him forever. The crowd watched, unable to blink, as he faced the unexpected challenge with a calmness no one understood. And then it happened. He took action so bold, so unbelievably fearless, that the crowd froze in place. A woman in the front covered her mouth. A man behind her whispered, This is impossible." But the boy didn't seek credit. He didn't look for applause. He simply did what his heart told him was right. Stay till the end, because the truth behind his courage is something you need to hear. Before we move forward, don't skip, and remember, share this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe so the world can witness courage like this. Because what's coming next is even bigger. The boy's next move didn't just shock the crowd, it unlocked a secret, a revelation so powerful that people struggled to comprehend it. Something huge is waiting for you, and the moment you hear it, everything about this story will make sense in a way that will stay with you forever. My beloved child, don't skip, because now we reach the moment where truth, courage, and destiny collide. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. After the boy faced the final obstacle with unimaginable bravery, a strange silence spread through the crowd. Not the silence of fear, this was the silence of awe, of witnessing something beyond ordinary human strength. People watched him closely, trying to understand how someone so young could stand so firm when everything around him was collapsing. And then, the atmosphere changed again. A new detail emerged, something no one had noticed before. A quiet whisper from the back of the crowd said, look at what he's holding." Eyes widened. Heads turned. The entire place shifted its focus as a hidden truth slowly came into the light. Don't skip, because this revelation will shake you. As the boy lifted his hand, everyone finally saw it, something small, something simple, but something that carried a meaning deeper than words. It wasn't strength alone guiding him. It wasn't luck. It was a promise, a memory, a reason that fueled every courageous step he took. The crowd suddenly understood, he wasn't fighting for himself. He was fighting for something he loved, something he couldn't lose. And in that moment, everything he had done made sense. His trembling, his determination, his quiet whispers, all of it was tied to this one powerful truth. Stay till the end, because the impact of this moment hasn't even begun yet. As the truth spread through the crowd, emotions overflowed. Some people wiped their eyes. Others clasped their hands to their hearts. And the boy, unaware of the shock he had caused, simply stepped forward one last time, calm, steady, unshaken. My beloved child, don't skip, because what happens next takes this story from unbelievable courage to a once-in-a-lifetime revelation. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will leave you speechless just like everyone who witnessed it. My beloved child, don't skip, because now we enter the part of the story where hearts broke open and reality shifted forever. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. As the boy took that final step, still holding the small object that carried the weight of his entire purpose, the crowd leaned so far forward it felt like they were being pulled by gravity. No one spoke. No one breathed. And then, something unexpected happened. A soft light reflected off what he held, revealing a symbol everyone recognized but never imagined seeing in this moment. Gasps spread like a wave. People covered their mouths. Some even stepped back, unable to believe their eyes. This wasn't just courage anymore. This was destiny unfolding right in front of them. Don't skip, the truth is getting even deeper. What happened next sent chills through the entire gathering. A man from the crowd stepped forward, slow, hesitant, trembling. His eyes locked on the boy, and suddenly emotions flooded his face: shock, disbelief, and something that looked like regret. The boy didn't move. He stood firm, courageous as ever. And then the man whispered something that changed everything. You're the one we've been waiting for." The crowd stiffened. Confusion spread. But the boy's expression didn't break. Instead, he took a quiet breath, as if he had known these words were coming all along. "Stay till the end. What you're about to hear will make your heart race." And then came the moment that left everyone speechless. The man fell to his knees. Others joined him. One by one, people who had watched the boy with shock now bowed their heads in utter respect. It wasn't just his bravery they were honoring, it was the truth behind it. A truth no one expected, a truth that connected every step he had taken since the beginning. "My beloved child, don't skip, something huge is waiting for you." Because the next part doesn't just explain his courage, it reveals why the entire world will remember this moment forever. My beloved child, don't skip, because now we step into the moment where the truth finally begins to rise from the shadows. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. As the crowd bowed before the boy, a strange mixture of silence and trembling energy filled the air. People didn't even understand why their hearts were pounding so fast. Was it fear, respect, or the weight of a revelation too big to grasp? The boy stood still, his small fingers wrapped around the object that had sparked this awakening. And then, he lifted it slightly higher. The light hit it again, clearer, brighter, unmistakable. The murmurs turned into a stunned whisper spreading across the crowd like lightning. This changes everything. Don't skip, because what you're about to hear next holds the key to the entire story. In that moment, someone from the back, a woman who had been watching quietly, stepped forward. Tears rested in her eyes, but her voice was steady. "Do you all realize," she said, "why he never backed down? Why he didn't run? Why he stood where even adults refused to go?" The crowd turned to her, hanging on every word. She pointed at the boy, not in judgment, but in absolute admiration. Because he wasn't afraid of the challenge. He was afraid of breaking the promise tied to that symbol in his hand. A collective gasp followed. People exchanged confused looks, desperate to understand the deeper meaning. My beloved child, stay till the end, because the truth behind that promise is about to reveal itself, and it will shake your heart. And just when the tension reached its peak, the boy finally spoke, soft, steady, and powerful enough to silence the entire world. I had to do it, he said. Someone I love needed me to be brave today. Those simple words hit harder than anything the crowd had witnessed so far. His courage wasn't born from pride. It wasn't for attention. It came from love, pure, unbreakable love. And suddenly everything made sense, the trembling, the determination, the fire in his eyes. My beloved child, don't skip, because the next part reveals who he was fighting for, and that truth will leave you absolutely speechless. My beloved child, don't skip, because now we reach the moment where the truth behind his courage finally comes to light. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. After the boy spoke those simple, powerful words, the entire crowd fell completely still. It felt as though time itself had paused to listen. Everyone stared at him, this small figure who had just done the impossible, waiting to hear who he had been fighting for, who had given him the strength to stand against fear itself. His eyes lowered gently, and you could see the emotion rising inside him, like a quiet storm waiting to break. Don't skip, because what he says next will hit you straight in the heart. Then, with a trembling breath, he revealed the truth. I wasn't fighting for myself, he whispered. I was fighting for someone who can't fight anymore. A sudden wave of emotion swept across the crowd. A woman gasped. A man covered his face. Others stepped closer, wanting, needing, to hear more. The boy slowly opened his hand, revealing the small object he'd been holding all along. It wasn't just a symbol. It wasn't just a memory. It was a piece of the person he loved most, something left behind, something precious, something that carried their voice, their hope, their final wish. Stay till the end, because this truth is deeper than anything you've heard so far. And then came the moment that shattered everyone's heart. Before they left this world, the boy continued softly, they told me. Be brave, even when I'm not there. Be the courage I know you carry inside. Tears rolled down faces across the crowd. Some people held their chest, unable to contain the emotion. Suddenly, every step he took, every risk he faced, every trembling breath he fought through, it all made sense. He wasn't trying to prove anything. He was honoring a promise born from love, loss, and unbreakable strength. My beloved child, don't skip, because the next part reveals how the world responds to this truth, and trust me, you'll never forget what happens next. My beloved child, don't skip, because now the world is about to react to his truth in a way no one could have predicted. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. The moment the boy revealed the promise he had carried in his heart, the entire crowd felt a shift, like a wave of emotion crashing through every soul present. People who had been merely spectators suddenly felt connected to him, as if his courage had reached inside them and awakened something long forgotten. A soft breeze moved through the crowd, almost as if the universe itself paused to honor his words. Eyes glistened. Hearts trembled. And then, something extraordinary happened that no one expected. Don't skip, because this is the turning point where courage becomes contagious. A man in the crowd stepped forward, this time with confidence, not hesitation. You don't stand alone, he said, voice cracking but strong. Another person stepped beside him. Then another. And another. Within moments, dozens of people who had been frozen in fear now stood shoulder to shoulder, inspired by the bravery of the boy who refused to back down. It was as if his courage had traveled like electricity, lighting a spark inside every heart present. People who moments ago doubted themselves now felt a newfound strength rising in their chest. The boy looked around, stunned by what he saw, an entire crowd transformed by a promise he thought only he carried. Stay till the end, because the next moment will send chills through your entire body. And then, the final shift took place. Someone placed a hand gently on the boy's shoulder, a gesture filled with respect, gratitude, and something deeper. Your courage, the woman said softly, gave us ours back. The boy's eyes widened, not expecting that his quiet bravery could ripple into something this powerful. The crowd began to applaud, not loudly, but slowly, deeply, like they were honoring something sacred. It wasn't a cheer of excitement, it was a salute to a heart stronger than fear. My beloved child, don't skip, because the next part reveals the life-changing outcome of his courage, and trust me, what happens next will stay with you forever. My beloved child, don't skip, because now we reach the moment where courage transforms into destiny itself. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. As the applause slowly echoed through the air, the boy stood frozen, not out of fear, but out of disbelief that his silent promise had awakened strength in so many hearts. The crowd wasn't just admiring him anymore, they were standing with him, rising with him, becoming brave because of him. And right when everyone thought the moment couldn't grow any more powerful, a voice from the far end called out, steady, emotional, carrying a weight that made everyone turn instantly. He didn't just keep a promise, the voice said, he reminded us what we lost. Don't skip, because the truth behind those words is about to reveal something enormous. As the person stepped forward, the crowd parted automatically, as if they sensed the significance of what was coming. It was an older man, eyes filled with years of stories, pain, and wisdom. He approached the boy slowly and knelt down to his level. You reminded us, he said softly, that courage doesn't disappear, we just forget where we left it. The word struck the entire crowd like lightning. People nodded, some cried, some held each other. The boy looked into the man's eyes, not with pride, but with quiet understanding. He had not come here to teach anyone. He had only come to keep a promise. Yet somehow, he healed wounds he didn't even know existed. Stay till the end, because the biggest revelation is only a breath away. And then came that moment, the moment that defined everything. The older man placed his hand over the boy's heart and whispered, from today forward, you are not just a symbol of courage. You are the reminder the world needed. The crowd erupted, not in chaos, but in a powerful wave of respect, gratitude, and unity. People raised their hands toward the boy, acknowledging his journey, his pain, his promise, and his strength. The boy didn't smile, he simply closed his eyes, letting the weight of the moment settle inside him. My beloved child, don't skip, because the next part reveals the final, life-changing outcome of this moment, and trust me, what happens next will touch your soul in a way you will never forget. My beloved child, don't skip, because this final moment carries the heart of the entire story. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. As the crowd surrounded the boy, not with noise, but with a quiet, unified strength, the world felt different. Softer. Brighter. More awake. The boy, who had walked into this place trembling and alone, now stood at the center of a circle built from countless hearts he had unknowingly healed. And then, the wind shifted, carrying with it a warmth that felt almost familiar. The boy lifted his head, eyes glistening, and for a moment, it was as if the spirit of the one he had promised was standing right beside him. Don't skip, because this is where the truth and courage intertwine into something unforgettable. A gentle silence fell over everyone as the boy raised the small object, his treasured symbol, one final time. The light touched it softly, and this time the crowd didn't gasp. They understood. They felt it. They honored it. In that beautiful stillness, the boy whispered, "I kept my promise, and I'll keep carrying it." Those words didn't echo, they settled. They landed in every heart around him like seeds of strength waiting to bloom. People closed their eyes, absorbing the moment. Some cried openly, others smiled through their tears. What once was his private burden had now become a shared reminder, one that would ripple far beyond this place. Stay till the end, because this ending isn't just an ending. It's a beginning. And then came the final, breathtaking twist. One by one, people placed their own tokens, small memories, symbols, little pieces of love, at the boy's feet. Not to burden him, but to honor him. To walk beside him. To say, "We're with you now." The boy stepped back, overwhelmed by the sight, a ground filled with stories, promises, and courage from countless lives. His eyes softened, and he finally allowed himself the smallest, peaceful smile. "My beloved child, don't skip, because here lies the truth behind it all. Courage isn't born from being fearless, it's born from love." And on this day, a single boy reminded the entire world what love can make us do. Something huge was waiting for you, and now, you felt it.